All right, here are the answers for homework number 2. You had to be really careful with these graphs and read what was on the X and Y axis to make sure you got the right one. Check out the answers. All right, let me go through them. Number 1 says the graph below shows how many cookies are needed at the Fun Time Daycare Center in relation to the number of children. Here's the equation, C equals 2K, where C is the number of cookies needed and K is the number of children. K is there. Which graph below represents it? All right, so when I did this, I just tried to graph this equation, and I said that's K, that's C. When K is 1, C is 2. When K is 2, 4. And I found the graph that had those points. The point 1, 2 is right here, so that's not it. The point, right, I'm looking at the point 1, 2, it's here. That's not it. The point 1, 2 is here, and then it's here. And so this looks like our answer. And down here, the point 1, 2 is here. That's not on the graph, so that's not it. Number 2 says a car is traveling at a speed of 30 miles per hour. Which of the following graphs best represents the distance? So miles needs to be my y-axis, and hours needs to be my x-axis. So automatically, this cannot be right, and this cannot be right. It's got stuff on the wrong one. It's got to be graph B or C. And so now I'm looking at the numbers, and you know, that's not even right. It can't even be graph B. And it can't be graph B because this is speed and the y-axis is supposed to be miles. So this is actually the only one that has the correct labels on the x and y axis. And it also has the correct numbers. At 30 miles per hour, 1 hour would be 30 miles and 2 would be 60. So, you know, that seems about right. It seems like 1 is 30 and 2 is 60 and so on. So I'm pretty sure that graph C is our right answer. It says that there is a proportional relationship. There is, and you can tell because the graph goes through the origin. And write an equation to show the relationship. Well, the equation would be, let's see, like the fact that 130 is on there tells me that my K value is 30 over 1, or just 30. And I always write an equation as y equals K times X when it's proportional. So all I got to do is take the 30 and put it in for K, and I'd have y equals 30x. And I'm ready to go. Problem number 3 says an airplane takes off and climbs at a rate of 1 mile every 15 minutes. Which of the following graphs represents the altitude? All right. So altitude is going to be, this is like the word per. Altitude is going to be my y value, and time is going to be my x value. So this cannot be right, and this cannot be right. It's got to be one of these. And since the plane is going up, it's not going down, so it can't be graph C. Graph C is going down. It's got to be graph B. And I didn't even look at the line yet, right? But if we did look at the line, 1 mile every 15 minutes. So this is hours. So this looks like about 1 mile in 15 minutes and 2 miles in half an hour and so on. So I'm pretty sure the graph B is definitely it. Is there a proportional relationship? Yes, there's a proportional relationship because it goes through the origin. Oops. And the equation that relates x and y. So if I'm going to write this equation, I'm going to need to know the k value. And the k value could be any y over x. So maybe I would do this one. Y over x would equal 1 over 1/4, which equals 4. So this would be y equals 4x, which is, it goes up 4 miles every hour. All right. Number 4, 16 miles per gallon. So again, this is my y, this is my x. They've all got miles and gallons this time. So let's see, let's look at the lines. A table here might be, let's see, 1 gallon, 16 miles. Let's see if that's on anybody's graph. 1/16 would be about right here, so that can't be right. 1/16 would be about right there, so that could be it. 1/16 would be about right there, so that can't be right. And 1/16 would be about right there, that can't be right. So it must be graph C. Is there a proportional relationship? Yes, again, because it goes through the origin. And to write an equation, again, my equation is always y equals kx. And the k is equal to y over x. Well, that would be this, 16 over 1. So my equation would be y equals 16x. All right, next up I have the line that best represents the scenario. The amount of pancake batter that you mix increases with the number of people who come to breakfast. It takes 7 cups to serve 10 people. All right, people is my x value. So 10 people, 7 cups. All right? All right, so which line is that ordered pair on? That ordered pair would be here and here, be right here. So it looks like line C is the line that has 10 people, 7 cups. And I want to write an equation that relates the number of people to the cups of batter. Okay, so y equals cups, x equals number of people. My equation is going to be y equals kx. I just need to find k, and the k value is always equal to y over x. In this case, that would be 7 over 10. So the equation for this line, the equation for that line would be y equals 7 over 10 x. And last up, the more you drive a car each month, the more it costs to maintain the car. The relationship is shown in the table. Use the grid to graph it. All right, so I need to use the grid and graph these ordered pairs. So I'm going to put 200. Let's see, these are going by hundreds. And 48 would be about right there, right below 50. 450 would be in between blocks. And 108, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 450, 25, 50, 75, 100, 108 be about right there. 700 and 168, so 25, 50, 75, 100, 120, 150, 175, 168, just below 175. And 1,000, 240, 25, 50, 75, 100, 25, 50, 75, 100, 25, 50, 40 would be below it, about right there. So my line would look like this. And that's pretty straight. Be better if I had a straight edge. Is there a proportional relationship? Yes, there is. Again, because it goes through the origin. And the equation. All right, so for my equation for this, I'm going to have to figure out the k value, right? K is equal to y over x. And so that would be 48 over 200. Or, let's see, that'd be 4 goes into both those. That'd be 12 over 25. Seems like 12, let's see, did I do that right? 12 over 25. All right, so my equation would be y equals 12 over 25x. I don't feel like that's the answer I gave you. Ah, it is not. Look at that. I reduced it wrong, didn't I? Haha. 4 goes into 200. 4 goes into 200 50 times. It'd be 12 over 50. So that's wrong. And that reduces to 6 over 25. So it's y equals, my goodness, I've messed this up. Y equals 6 over 25x. And that is the equation, not the equation I gave you at the beginning. This should have been 6 over 25 instead of 25 over 6. Sorry about that. All right, good luck.